if you guys are new here, hello, my name is Diane. I like to make videos from time to time. Today I'm going to be doing a highly requested video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I set up my weekly spread in my bullet journal. This is my bullet journal. I just bought this at the very beginning of the year. Well, it's not my first year, but it's my first year actually sticking to a bullet journal. So I started this one in January. This is the Loic term one, which I believe is in the color powder online. I just picked it up from Indigo and I think I paid maybe 20 something for it because it was on sale at the time. And I did create my own little sticker here on my Cricut, and I just put it on there because I'm a Sailor Scout, but like everybody already knows that. If you guys are interested in kind of like a flip through of what my bullet journal looks like, comment down below, let me know, and I'd be happy to do that for you. It is a little personal. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. So the bullet journal that I have is from Loic term. I think that's how you say it. I bought it from Indigo. The very first thing that I like to do is I take my Tombow brush pen. I think this is the hard tip one. I just bought them off Amazon. I'll put them in the description below if you guys are curious about what I use. I take the Tombow one and I try my best at calligraphy. I know it's not the best, and I just put in usually the month in bigger cursive letters on the top left. After that, I will take my Micron pen, and this one is in 05, I believe. And underneath where I wrote the month, April, I usually put daily log. Right now I'm just pulling out my calendar so that I can make my mini calendar on the side. I usually do it to the right of where I write the month, and what I'm doing is I'm just taking the color of the month. I usually assign a certain color. This one is like pale blue. So on the first row where I highlighted, I'll put Sunday to Saturday, which is how I like to start my weeks. And then I'll fill out the calendar and kind of just go by the dates. And I like to highlight which week we are currently in. The next thing I like to do is take the same super tips. This is by Crayola. Take the same color and go, I think I counted about 8 or 9 squares down. I try to space them out evenly, and this is where I'll put my dates, like Sunday through Saturday, and I will put the numbers. And please forgive me, this is my first time filming a video in this kind of format. I couldn't really get the angles quite right. I don't have one of those cool tripods that films from above, so please bear with me. If I do more of these videos, I promise I will get better at it, so just be patient. So with the same blue, with the same color, I like to go in and make a little spot on the right side of every single day. And this is where, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is where I write my essentials. So my essentials for this week are to pray, that's just always in there, make my bed, eat breakfast, take my vitamins, that's a new one. And to drink water, I usually have 2 little boxes to check off because I like to drink at least 2 liters of water a day. And then underneath that, I'll put another blue line, and this is to track my expenses. Like, I just started doing this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I really like it. It's easier to keep track of how much I'm spending. So right now I'm just pulling up my work calendar on my phone. I like to use TimeTree. That's just the app that my boyfriend and I prefer. You can use Google Calendar or whatever you prefer. This is just the format that I prefer. So I go into my TimeTree calendar, which is where I keep my work shifts, and I'm just filling that into my bullet journal right now. I usually do fill it out day by day. So I will usually fill out Sundays on Saturday night and then Mondays on Sunday night. So I have the next day planned for me. I don't really like to plan too far out in advance because I find that if I plan it the day before, it's easier and it's fresher in my mind to actually get motivated to get it done. Whereas if I plan a week in advance, it's kind of like not really at the forefront of my mind anymore. So I'm not really paying attention to it. So anywho, that is just how I fill the basis of my week. Like I said, I'll fill it in throughout the week, and by the very end of the week, my entire spread will be full. And that is it, guys. That is my bullet journal. I know that it might have not been filmed in like the best way possible. I need to get one of those tripods or something, one of those contraptions that kind of like puts the camera down in like a way where my head won't be blocking it every time. I don't know how people do this. How do Bujo channels do this? I have no idea. But I hope you guys really enjoyed my spread. I'm actually filming the intro and outro about a day or two after I shot that because I was looking kind of ratchet that day, I'm gonna be honest with you. So since then, this is what my updated bullet journal spread looks like. It's currently Wednesday right now, and I have, as you can see, filled out quite a bit in my bullet journal. I also curated an Amazon kind of like list of all of the materials that I used in this video. Some of them I had a really hard time finding, so I put something similar. Anyways, I did my best to kind of just put everything that I used in that video into one little list for you guys, so you guys can take a look at which materials I use. You guys can pick and choose and buy if you guys would like to. Anyways, yeah, that is my bullet journal. This is my baby. And if you guys are on Instagram, I would love it if you popped by, said hello. I'm usually pretty active on there. It's just the same handle as my YouTube. It's at thatlinguistic. Come over, say hi, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Natural disasters. My baby has been around for me. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling.